Alright, dandies, me old coppers. How are you diddling? Confused yet? You should be, because this is British language and a lot of people get lost with when they come to the UK. This video, I'm sure you can guess by now, is going to cover some of these phrases and words that you might hear around the hospitals or other care settings that are probably going to confuse you. So I'm going to explain them. So come with me as we go along them and explain what each of them mean. Now don't forget to share this video with all of your friends and colleagues, whether in the UK or overseas, because your support helps us help you. Starting with number one, quite a quick one. You're right.
Hello, mate, you're right. Yeah, uranium?
So, yeah, confusion, it does sound a lot like an element on the periodic table, but it's not. It can mean one of two things, depending on the context. You can greet someone else and go, "You're right, mate," which just means, "Hello," and then they'll often say back. Or you can go, "Hello, mate, you're right," which basically means, "Hello, how are you?" It's a shortened term for, "Are you all right?" Moving on, we have number two, under the weather.
Yeah, didn't you hear? George couldn't come in today. He says he's feeling under the weather. Under the weather? Yeah, it's definitely up there. I'm under the weather too then.
Again, you can see the confusion there. Of course, we're all under the weather unless you're flying above it or in space, in which case, solar weather. So if someone's feeling under the weather, it means they're just not feeling well. So don't start looking outside. I know Brits like to talk about weather. This is not one of them cases. We've just seemed to have turned weather into another metaphor. Moving on. Number three, spend a penny.
Hey, could you give me a hand? Mr. Smith in Bay 3 wants to spend a penny. Spend a penny?
No, it's too much as well. How do I spend a penny? So who else thought that that person actually wanted you to go and spend a penny for them? Well, you'll be glad to know it actually means going to the toilet for a wee, so urinating. The basic reason behind it is when the first public toilets came out in Victorian Britain, you had to physically pay a penny to use it. So the term became spend a penny. There are many other versions of this. You can go see a man about a dog, means the same thing. Take a leak, doesn't mean going to grab a vegetable. All sorts. But spend a penny is one you might hear a lot. Now, the next one is just a small little one that almost means what it says. It's just a bit confusing. Donkey's years.
Hey, George, I hadn't seen you in donkey's years. Donkey's years? Didn't realise donkeys had calendars.
Again, donkeys don't have calendars, I think. The point is, though, it basically means a long time, like a really long time. Like, oh my god, it's been donkey's years, as in, oh my god, it's been ages. That's all it means. Simple as that. If someone says, I haven't seen you in donkeys, it's the same thing. Where I come from, I haven't seen you in donks. Again, same thing. Now, moving on to quite a common one, which is mainly in hospitals and care homes, but really only muttered by some of the older staff. Rose Cottage. It's not what you think.
Yeah, so, you know Mr. Jones in the side room? Yeah, he went to Rose Cottage this morning. Rose Cottage? Oh, that sounds really nice.
So yeah, you two are probably looking confused as to what's wrong with that. You know, it sounds like a nice place. It means someone's passed away. It's almost like the same as when they've gone to another place. When you have an animal that's died, you say they've gone to the farm. Same principle. They've gone to Rose Cottage. Kind of being sort of played out now, really. They're not using it as much, but you might come across one of them old-fashioned nurses or healthcare workers who still uses and knows this term. So don't assume the patient's been discharged somewhere nice. Trust me, from a discharge team perspective, they've died. Moving on, we have one more huge confusion that you'll always hear, and a lot of you overseas nurses always seem to struggle with this one. Trousers, pants, knickers. So, let's make this very clear right now by finding a chair that are trousers, full leg trousers, specifically jeans. Can also come as jogging bottoms, what you call tracksuit bottoms. In addition, in the UK we do not have slacks, it's just trousers. And then of course you've also got shorts. Still looks like trousers, however, ta-da, they are short. It's self-explanatory. Shorts are short trousers. Shorts. Wear them in summer. You might wear them to bed. Now, pants. Specifically, these are male boxers. You can get female boxers. Boxer shorts, but we'll still associate them as pants. These come in two main varieties for men, boxers and Y-fronts. Y-fronts are what you would call briefs. Same thing. Of course, for ladies though, this is where you start getting a bit more complicated, and this is why some men might look at you a bit funny when you ask them to put on their knickers. These sexy little numbers are called knickers. Female, frilly, dainty, cutie, either way, when you say to a male patient, let's put some knickers on, they're going to think you mean these. Now, some men might wear knickers, but I doubt many of them will when you're dealing with them in a hospital. So when you call them net knickers, or knickers, or anything that's not pants, they are gonna start giving you a funny look. Of course, there's also things like thongs. Not even going there in this video. Men sometimes wear them, not likely in a hospital. So, there's just a few little terms that hopefully will get you surviving and braving Britain a little bit easier. We do plan to touch this topic again soon, because we can think of more and more things like off their legs, waterworks. We can think of more. I can't off the top of my head because I'm improving. Anyway though, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you for now, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Bye bye.